Hello everyone, my name is TurboTony here on the Kittens of War gaming channel, and if you had caught the most recent Kittens of War gaming podcast, I talked about Hearthstone, and that's what we're going to be playing a little bit there for you today. I'm going to be going through an arena run, and I'm going to be taking my time explaining the little things I'm doing and try not to go too fast as I go through the game. I have played quite a bit. I don't have like all the cards, but I have a good grasp in terms of how the game is played, how to get a few victories here and there. And I thought I'd do a quick video, and if you guys do enjoy it, then I'll show the complete arena run when it comes to that point. But let's get into it. So the arena, if you've never played it before, and you know, it's not exactly the best place to start for new players still, but if you've never played it before, essentially here you forge a deck of random cards and see how long you can last. 3 losses with the deck that you make, and then your deck is gone forever. So 150 gold. You always get a pack of cards at the end anyway, so it's actually quite good value. If you get a couple of wins, you normally get it back. So we've got a few classes here. We've got Druid, Mage, and Paladin. They're all pretty decent classes. I'm probably not going to go for Paladin. My win ratio isn't as good with the Paladin, especially not recently in arena anyway. Mage is very strong, Druid is very strong if we get the right cards as a Druid. But you know what? I think I will go... let's go Druid. I do like Druid. Let's go Druid. I was going to go Mage, but there's mages everywhere at the moment. So this is how it works. We've got 30 picks, and we always pick between 3 different things when we have it. So let's have a look at the three cards that we can pick from here. These are all epic cards. We've got South Sea Captain. Your other pirates have +1/+1. Why that sounds pretty good? Because we can't choose, you know, what cards we're going to get. They're all randomized. You know, we only get a choice of 3 each time. We don't know how many pirates we're going to get, so that isn't very useful. Mountain Giant, we are going to be playing a lot of cards. But Big Game Hunter's pretty good. You know, destroy a minion with an attack of 7 or more. So you kill a minion with 7 attack, and that deals with a threat pretty easy. So we'll go for Big Game Hunter. Interesting choices here, not great cards actually, these ones. Lord of the Arena I find is too poxy because I'd much rather its health be the other way around and have 6 health instead of 5. I probably will end up going for it though. It has Taunt, but I'm not too keen on it. Ironforge Rifleman does 1 damage, and it's a 2/2 for 3. Poison Seeds, nah, it's not that great. I mean, you can think of it as removal, but it's only removal if the other team have a lot of really good monsters, because you're just replacing them with 2/2 monsters, which isn't that great. So, I will go with Lord of the Arena. Mark of Nature, Flesh-Eating Ghoul, Priestess of Loon. Priestess of Loon is okay, not great. Its stats are pretty shocking for the, and you know, one of the good things about my hero ability is that I get armor with every attack, so it's not too, you know, with every attack that I use my hero ability on. Flesh-Eating Ghoul is good, but only if you can use it in certain situations, and by the time you can really use it, then I find that the health just always puts it down. I'm going to go with Mark of Nature, 4 attack or 4+ health and taunt. Always quite useful. Here we go. Some bad daddies. Undertaker was great before it got nerfed, and now it's no longer that useful, and it was never that useful in arena anyway. Druid of the Claw, really powerful card. You can either choose charge, so you can attack with it straight away, or you can gain 2 health and taunt, or you get the Ironbark Protector. I'm going with Druid of the Claw because I want to have more cards that are, you know, that I can attain earlier in my deck there. I might get an Ironbark later, and I might choose that, but Druid of the Claw, very powerful card. Ship's Cannon, yet again, whenever you summon a pirate, deal 2 damage to a random enemy. I don't know how many pirates are going to get, so that's really irrelevant. Booty Bay Bodyguard has the same problem that I found that Lord of the Arena has. Its health is too low. I'll take Claw. Okay, interesting. Really good 3-drop here, Earthen Ring Farseer. Good 2-drop here, Youthful Brewmaster, return a friendly minion from the battlefield to your hand. But another Druid of the Claw. I love Druid of the Claw. Yeah, I'm gonna go for another one of that. Bloodsail Raider, Murloc Tidehunter, and Haunted Creeper. I think that I will most likely go for Haunted Creeper here. It's a good solid 2-drop. It's a bit annoying. People don't like to play with it because once it dies, it summons other minions on the field. Yeah, I'll go for that. Earthen Ring Farseer, Spiteful Smith, and Puddle Stomper. Earthen Ring Farseer all day long. Druid of the Claw again. Fucking hell, I think they're listening to me. Southsea Deckhand, I don't think is even useful, even when you have charge. it's just 1 mana removal of just 2 damage, not that great. Healing Touch, restore 8 health, nah, not really. I'll go with another Druid of the Claw. That's 3. That's one thing about Arena, that you can draft more than just 2 in when you're playing. Recycle is horrible. Angry Chicken's horrible. I have to go Master Swordsmith. Ooh, okie dokie. Interesting. So, Druid of the Fang is fine if I've got a lot of beasts, which, to be honest, I don't. So, I mean, I could get them, but no, I haven't got any at the moment, so I'm not going to go for that. It's a good card, but it's just too risky. Cogmaster's good, plus 2 attack when you have a mech. I don't have any mechs. I'm going to go in Annoyotron. It does what it says on the tin. It annoys your enemy because they can't attack, and it has Divine Shield, so I'll go with that. Good solid 2. Probably one of the best 2s in the game now, I'd say. Oh, okay, interesting. Raging Worgen, which is I find a quite an interesting card, but I don't have anything that can set it off myself. Anodized Robocub, which is at least a little bit interesting, or Mark of Nature. I'm going to go for the Robocub. Zombie Chow, really good starter, really good 1. I have no 1s. I'm not that keen on. Yeah, I'm going to go Zombie Chow. So the thing about Zombie Chow is that you restore 5 enemy health to your enemy hero, but that early in the game you may not have even done any damage, so it's always good to have those powerful stats on just for 1 mana. It's quite useful. I will go Acidic Swampoo's, really good solid 2 drop, and you can destroy your opponent's weapon. I don't have any card draw, I just realised. A little bit worrying. Frostwolf Warlord, Raging Worgen, or Oasis Snapjaw. At least one thing I could do with this, with the Oasis Snapjaw, is put it up, and I could use Mark of Nature and make it like a defensive powerhouse, but I'm not entirely sure. I don't have any 4s though, and that's what's making me want to pick it. I've got Mark of Nature, Big Game Hunter, and I've only got 2 really good. I wouldn't even play Big Game Hunter. Yeah, I'm going to go Worgen for now. Innovate is a good card. Micro Machine. Innovate is good because you can play big monsters early. Throw me a Farseer, I just think doesn't do enough. It's a toss-up between Micro Machine and Innovate. How many 2s do I have? I have a pretty good set of 2s. I'm going to go Innovate. Hopefully I can get one of these Druid of the Claws out early. That's the dream there. I still have a lot of 2s. I don't like Silverback Patriarch. Frostwolf Warlord is good, but I've got lots of 5s. I'm going to go Robocub again. Ooh, okay. These are some good cards right now. So, Bite is pretty useful. Does 4 damage, attack this turn, and gives you 4 armor. So it basically allows you to deal 4 damage on the field. It gives you a little bit of protection. Ravenheart Assassin's pretty decent for endgame, given that last push. But I love Stampeding Kodo because it's a 3/5 for 5, but you can destroy any minion, random minion on the field with 2 or less attack. So that's really good. I'm going to take that. Swipe, absolutely. I've been waiting for that card. Excellent removal, and that's just useless. That's okay, but this is fucking brilliant, so I'm taking Swipe. We'll get another epic, okay. We can have an Ancient of War. This is just absolutely easy. I don't know if I'm going to get any Murlocs in this deck, and I don't have any to this date. I can't see them. Clockwork Giant is completely dependent on what the opponent has. Ancient of War is just brutal. 5+ attack or 5+ health and taunt for 7 mana. That is sexy. I will take that. So Archmage here is an okay card. Gurubashi Berserker is okay. These aren't that fantastic. Dread Corsair, I've got no weapons to reduce its cost, so it's pretty useless, to be honest, for me. It's a toss-up between Archmage and Gurubashi Berserker. I think I'll go Archmage because I don't know if I've got anything that can set off Gurubashi Berserker myself. And by the time I get to 5 mana, I'm going to want to be playing my Druid of the Claw, so I'll go Archmage. Direwolf Alpha, Shield Bearer Archmage, I'll go Direwolf Alpha. Okay, now I'm down to my last 8 choices. Even though I've got 2 really good choices in terms of 2 drops, I've only got 1 monster at 1, even though I've got Claw and an Innovate. I'm wondering maybe I should go for an Ironbeak Owl for the silence, which could be useful. Yeah, I'm going to go for that. If I do get another good 1-drop that comes in soon, I'm going to very strongly suggest it. I've got Youthful Brewmaster here, which is useful. River Crocolisk. I'm going to go with the Brewmaster, so I can bring something back to my hand. It was too damaged. Ooh, okie dokie. I'm not going Armani Berserker. I've got too many 2s. You can see the mana curve here is really off. I need 4s, really. I've got Wild Growth, which would allow me to play some of my later minions a little bit earlier, but only if I can get it to that point. And you know, while that's good, I don't really have the cards to really make like a ramp deck or anything like that. So there's the worry with that. Starfire's good removal. I'm going to take that. It was a toss-up though. Leopard Gnome, Silver Moon Guardian. I'm going to take the 4 because I had no 4s. Need to get that mana curve a little bit better. I've got so many 2s. It's a little bit worrying actually. Antique Healbot to give me a bit of health, or Mad Bomber. Just because I've got so many 2s, I will take the Antique Healbot. I'm going to go Ironbark Protector. Explosive Sheep, Mad Scientist, or Dragonling Mechanic. I'm going to take the Dragonling Mechanic just for the 4s. Ooh, okay, so last card. We can get the Shade of Naxxramas. We get Sea Giant, which, you know, because I have a lot of early minions, I guess that is a little bit more feasible than some of the other dragons that we've got. Or Force of Nature, which is summon 3 2/2 tree ants with charge that die at the end of the turn, which is quite useful. I don't really have a combo to set it off, though. It could be a game killer to an extent. Maybe, I don't know. Because I don't have anything to set off and give them more damage, I'm actually thinking of going Shade of Naxxramas for a really good 3 that could worry people. But I'm not sure. This is tough. I think I'm gonna go with Shade of Naxxramas. So that's our deck. The one thing I'm thinking of a lot is that we've got one swipe, which is okay, and we've got some good endgame minions. But I'm so stacked on the 2s. Look at all these. That's a little bit too much, in my opinion. But we'll see how it goes. I've got one Innovate, and I've got some good endgame minions here that I can, you know, 3 Druid of the Claws should really be useful. Yeah, come on, we'll do this. I'm sure we can get a couple of wins at very least with this. Pretty confident we can at least get a couple of victories. My basic rule is I'm not fantastic at Hearthstone. I'm not like pro or anything. So in that sense, I'm looking for at very least 3 wins over the 3 losses to even out at very least. And if I do that, then anything above that is a good plus. And I have got above that, you know, quite a few times. There's been times that I've only got 1 or 2 victories. So. But arguably they were with much worse decks, but we'll soon see what this can do. Okie dokie, I'm getting. What are we fighting? What are we going against? A mage. They are rampant in arena. Okay, Zombie Chow to start off. That's pretty good. I'm going to toss the Druid of the Claw. We don't need it yet. We've got Haunted Creeper for turn 2. That's okay. Pretty decent. Ancient of War, we're not going to be able to use that for a while, but that's okay. Okay, play the Zombie Chow. So, if you've never played Hearthstone before and you're thinking this is the first game, I'm probably going to be running through a lot of things that won't make a lot of sense because I'm trying to keep track in my own head. I'll try and explain things as best as I can. So what I'm doing here is that he had to use a... This is why I like Zombie Chow. I played a 1 mana minion and I'm trading with a 2 mana minion. And there you go, I can clear that off the board, and now I've got 2 mana to do whatever I want with, which is pretty useful. I'm going to play the Brewmaster, and now he doesn't have a coin, so that means when you play second, you always get a coin. So he can't go up to 3 mana this turn. He can only play a 2 mana monster, which he's done. That's okay. Problem is we're just kind of trading back and forth here, not really getting anywhere. And I do have to trade because otherwise he'll knock it off with a spell or something, so I'll play the Haunted Creeper. At least I have a good curve. I've got, like, in the next 2 turns I've got monsters I can play, so that's good at very least. The one thing I'm worried with this deck, mostly, is the lack of card draw. I don't have anything really to give me any sort of card draw. Now here's the thing, right? He's got 50% chance to attack the wrong enemy, but he's going to ping this, which is going to be a bit of a bitch, but I'm going to play it anyway. I'm not going to attack him directly, there's no point, because it will just kill my monster, and yeah, I'll get 2/1/1s out of it, but it makes it easier for him to maybe clear it. I want him to make the choice, and then I can do whatever I want to afterwards, because I've got plenty of ways of just doing 1 damage to him when the time comes. So it's not really much of an issue. We'll see what he wants to do now. He's used 2 mana. What else has he got? Oh, he's got a frostbolt. Okay. What have we got now? So we've got Iron Beak out, not really useful. Can't really use the Stampeding Kodo, he's not got 2 damage or less. I think for now, I am going to just attack the face. It's not ideal, but I've got nothing really that can match up. You may think, just attack it, get it off the field. But if I attack it, I'm not really going to get it off the field that soon. It's going to take too long, so... Azure Drake. Okay, right, so he's now done that. So now is the time where this gets a little bit tricky. Unfortunately, this doesn't trade very... Oh, this doesn't trade at all well. Just looking at it. I've got nothing here that can really deal with this or this, because I'm going to have to hero ability and attack his Ogre Brute to really make the most of it. But then I've got nothing really for 4 mana. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that really I could silence that I might need to silence, and there may be stuff, so I'm going to leave it for now. At least I can use my Ancient of War next turn. It means I might take a lot of damage this turn, which is a bit of a shame. But there's no point playing these guys, because we're not going to get anywhere playing them. Okay, definitely Ancient of War. The only thing is that if he's got like a polymorph or something and he can just remove it straight off, that makes things really awkward. I think that pretty much wins the game for him, if I'm honest, if he's got a polymorph. He should have a fireball, something to do a lot of damage to this, but hopefully this can soak it up. And hopefully get rid of at least some of this stuff. And the ideal thing here is if he just sacks all of his monsters into this.
Drink with me, friend.
Oh, okay. Wasn't expecting that. That's a good move. So essentially he's done like 3 damage, and I haven't got rid of that minion. Oh, he's just not going to attack. Okay. Right, so here we go. We've got multiple cards here. We've got 8 mana. This is where, you know, things are going to start getting interesting. So I could play Stampeding Kodo or get rid of this, but it would only give him 2 1/1s. It's really not that useful at this point. I'd rather clear something else that was a little bit more useful with it. I could always silence the spell damage on here, which I think if he had a spell he would have used it by now. That's my thinking with it. I'm probably going to play Lord of the Arena and Acidic Swampoos. Start getting some monsters on the field, start getting some presence. My fear now is that he's got something that's quite powerful, like a Flame Strike, in which case he can clear my entire board. If he's got that, then to be honest, he's won this. We need to really... Yeah, there you go. Flame Strike. I can see it happening. He drew it as well. That was the card he drew. That sucks. There's not much now that can save me, if I'm honest. I'm going to have to just go balls to the wall. I'm gonna have to play lots of stuff and hope he gets things wrong, to be honest. In fact, to be honest, it's quite likely that he's won already. Because really, I've got nothing that can heal myself over this period of time. He's got 7, 8, 9 damage. Nah, he's won. He's won. Well played. Well, that's not a good start. To be honest. Not a good start at all. The problem is, at the time that I really need to get momentum, nothing of my trades really ended up working. And getting that Ogre Brute and Azure Drake off the field, I had nothing really that could take that off on my terms. So he was able to trade on his terms. That was the reason I lost there. And he set me up pretty well for that Flame Strike. And we get another mage. These are the bane of my existence. The funny thing is that when the game first came out, there was tons of mages everywhere. I didn't get any Druids of the Claw in that first game. I mean, I know I tossed one at the start, but still. There's tons of them back around now. It seems to become like a phase again. Alright, so he's got that. I'm probably going to coin into Youthful Brewmaster because I need to get that off the field. Ideal situation here is that he pings and attacks rather than uses like a spell to get rid of this, which would not be good. Because I've got nothing that can deal with that as well, which is a bit of a shame. And that's exactly what he does. Let's just hope that he's used that and he'll end up regretting it. That doesn't particularly help yet. Although it may do. I may attack now so I can use the claw next turn because I've got nothing else that I can do. No, in fact, I've got no 3-drop, so yeah. I'll attack face this turn, then next turn I hero ability claw, get rid of it. But now I'm behind again, that's the issue. I'm not playing monsters, he's going to play something else. Kirin Tor Mage, which is a really good card. And he gets another. Ain't looking good, I have to admit, guys, it ain't looking good. Right, it's claw up. And let's get rid of you. It may be a duplicate, that's fine. You can play 2 mana worms, and I know it's not ideal, but it's something I'm going to have to deal with now. I'd much rather him get that than having 2 Kirin Tor Mages out. Oh. I'm getting beaten up here, guys, I really am. The problem with him playing Armani Berserker now is that it really messes me up. Because I could use Swipe on him, but then it's going to damage him and enrage him. I think, and I hate to say this, guys, I may have already lost. Looking at it now, that may be the case. I may have already lost. But let's look. Because if I swipe, I have to swipe the Armani Berserker, and that ain't ideal. I have to do it though, I have to stem the tide, it's not great. Because I've got nothing else down that can do like 2 damage over a board. I'd take his position far over mine. Best draw we could probably get is a Druid of the Claw. Draw that and hopefully do some business, but we're already down to 16 health. This is really bad. What we're going to have to do is turn the tide and soon, otherwise we're going to end up losing. I think it may be a little bit too late. Let's play Shade of Axaramis. He can do a total of 8 damage, very easy next turn. That sets up 8 damage next turn with whatever he's got in his hand. That's 4 damage on it. I've lost, to be honest. Wow, that's 2 back to back. That's really bad. Can I win? Can I stop myself from dying? Well, first of all, I have to get rid of that. No, I don't think I can. No, I can't. Well played. Turns out this deck wasn't very good that I've made, or it's just not going up against anyone I can beat. Let's get a victory, guys. A victory, at the very least. Salvage some pride. A lot of times this will happen, though. I'll lose my first 2 games, and I may win like the next 5 straight. It happens from time to time. How going against 2 mages with really good removal spells was not the best way to start either, to be honest. At least it's something a little bit different. Okay, we are going to toss all these cards. Haunted Creeper can stay. Arguably my best win ratio is actually with a Hunter, so... Okay, that's a pretty good starting off deck. I could deal with that. Zombie Chow, first turn. I'd like to be in a position where I can attain some sort of semblance of board control. I'm going to be going against other people that have lost their first 2 games as well, so... You know, it's... The matches will be... This match will be easier than the first 2. Well, to a degree. It might be that this person had just the same luck I did. But still. Zombie Chow. And I'm going to refrain from trying. I mean, if I've got nothing else to do, then I will attack his face. But really, this is just for trading. I don't want to attack his face when there's another minion on the field because this is going to give that health straight back. I want to make this useful in terms of clearing the board for me to play another good monster after it. So, and those stats for a 1-mana monster are just crazy. So, I wonder what that is. Could be a snipe, explosive trap, frozen trap. Let's have a look. If it's snipe, I'm going to play this. It's not misdirection. Could be snake trap. Let's have a look. Oh, that's such a bad use of snipe. I'll take that. That's completely fine with me. Still got a coin. I'm probably going to coin into Silver Moon next turn, depending on what he plays on. I'll probably do one more match after this if I manage to survive. I can get rid of that very easily. Yeah, this guy's making some really poor plays because I'm just going to trade into that. It's nothing to me now. So, I'm probably going to coin Silver Moon, trade, bang, bang. Yeah, sure, he will get that 5 health back eventually. But I sacrifice that for the board control that I have. I have a very good board at the moment for the amount of mana that I've been able to use. Next turn, I've got a few choices. I can use one of my minions and then, hero power. I may even Youthful Brewmaster this back so he doesn't get that until I decide I want to. Depends on what he plays, of course. Oh, that's fine. That's okay with me. I won't be able to get a free trade, but that's fine with me. Druid of the Claw for next turn. We'll trade that. Yeah, I'm just going to use through Brewmaster this and probably replay. Oh, I didn't attack with it. I'm misplaying now. I'm going to play the Zombie Chow again. That was a mistake. I should have attacked first and then put it back into my hand. I never play this game when commentating. I very rarely live commentate at all anymore, so it's Oh, what happened there? Hope we can craft ourselves a victory in this tent. And what you got for us? 5 mana. You should have something pretty decent by now, I imagine. If he plays a monster with less than 2 damage, I can take that out. Excuse me. Oh, oh, I'm so sorry. This is all. This I feel bad for him. I really do. It was a good plan. To be honest, it was a good plan. He just didn't know the card I had. I'm pretty confident of our chances at this point. I mean, you could use Unleash the Hounds, wouldn't really be that useful. Kill Command, which would do 5 damage, but he has to play a beast down to do that. Not really that much here he can really do, to be honest. It's fine with me. And hero ability. Now we have to make the choice. And here's the choice that we need to make. We can do 5, 6, 8 damage. We can bring him down to 10. I could even charge to make it his health down to 6. I run under the school of if you don't have lethal, then don't attack. Then don't go for it unless you know, because he could buff and then you're screwed. So I will trade. I'm going to trade these 2 guys in. And then I'm going to play Druid of the Claw and attack. Now this sets up that next turn we could kill him. Can we? We've got 9. Yeah, we could kill him next turn. If he's got nothing that can heal and he can't put up a taunt and he can't remove any of this, he's dead next turn. So. Charge, that won't help you. What else have you got? 2 mana. There's not really much else that. Nah, we got it. We won't. We're not getting whitewashed at very least. Give him a well played.
Well played.
And we can charge. Bosh. There we go. Okay. We got 1 win under our belt. Let's get another one. Let's get another one. End this episode with 2 for 2. At very least. The more I play this deck, the more I'm kind of disliking it, if I'm honest. It doesn't have, in my opinion, a lot of good punch at the start of the game. Even though I've got a lot of minions, it may just be those first couple of games. We're just gonna get destroyed by mages today. Let's see what we can do here.
I must protect the wild.
Alright, toss all them. Mages are very, very powerful. To the point that they are. I mean, in arena they can be. Oh, they can be okay. They can be quite well rounded. It all depends on the deck that you build. But I find I have so much removal that if you are in a position where they can just they've got all the good cards like Flame Cannon, Flame Strike, Fireball, like you know, all that sort of stuff, then you really are in a tizzy from that point on. I'm gonna play a Noidron. Okay, I'm probably gonna claw that. Yeah, I see no reason not to. And I'll do that just for the sake of. Oh, I'm thinking maybe. No, I'm not. I don't want to innovate. No, not yet. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Hopefully he fireballs this next turn, so I can. That's 2 mana off, and then he can't play a minion. What are you gonna play? Ooh, that's a good card. Very good card. Piloted Shredder. Okay, so I'm probably going to go Shaded Axe, Rammus, Zombie Chow. That's probably how I'm going to go for this. I'm going to attack with base. But still, him disposing of 2 mana is still useful to me. The thing with this will spawn a 2-cost minion. When it dies, it's extremely strong. Alright, we do have a few choices here. I can Direwolf Alpha to clear that there. It's not ideal because I will die. And I've got other ways of dealing with it. This thing makes it so you spells cost 1 less. So ideally, I really want to get rid of that. Choices, huh? Choices. I don't want to reveal this yet because this can be more useful. I've still got a couple of turns until he can use a Flame Strike, which would wipe out and it would get more health by that point. So. I think I want that piloted shredded down though, but not really. So I could play Direwolf Alpha and then I could Druid of the Claw. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Depends on what he gets. Mech Warfare. Right, and then the thing is now, look at my card. I've got nothing. I've got absolutely nothing. He's got a ton of cards over me. Yeah, he's got 4 cards over me now. I may have just overexerted myself. A Magma Rager. Alright. Dragonling Mechanic and Hero Ability. Yeah. I'm gonna go for the. Will I go for the? Yeah, I'm gonna go for the 5/1. Just get it off the field. Hopefully this will be, my Shade of Naxxramas will be able to do good business for me when I'm ready for it too. The reason why I attack the 5/1 is because it can't, the Mech Warper can't kill it on its own. Druid with Claw, oh that is exactly what we needed, that's good stuff. I'm not going to trade, I'm going to hero ability out. I'm going to Druid with the Claw into Taunt, and I'm going to attack the face. Could I attack next turn without being defeated and get this? Yeah, I can. Because he can Flame Strike next turn, but this has 5 health, so it wouldn't kill it. And this still gets 1/1 at the start of every turn. Oh, okay. This is going to be fun. You'll see what I'm about to do. So, I attack this, gets rid of it. Down to 4 health. Youthful Brewmaster. Bring it back into my hand. And then I replay it. And it's got full health. Can we do this? Oh goodness. If he's got Flame Strike, it still doesn't do that much. Okie dokie. What is that? That could be a Mirror Image, it could be a Vaporize, it could be Ice Block, it could be anything. Oh, okay, so, right. I can trade this. I can Earthen Ring Farseer to give it its health back. I'm going to attack with that, see what that is. It's a Vaporize, that's fine. I'm probably going to Hero Ability and attack this. Oh, we win! There we go! 2 for 2! Oh, nice. Don't call it a comeback, don't call it a comeback. Will I go for one more? At very least, if I win, then I guarantee my 3 and I get my 3. Yeah, we'll do one more. We'll do one more. Don't mind if it's a lengthy episode. I think we were lucky there because we managed to draw some really good cards that kept us in. But when it came to a point where he had like 4 or 5 cards and I only had 1, like I didn't really have many options. But at very least we played in a fashion that even if he got good cards, it wasn't going to wipe out our entire lot, so we could still work well. Okay, Warrior. Do you have a good card for Warrior? A very early card, the Ooze. I'm going to keep the Swipe for early, get rid of those 2. No Ooze yet. That is okay. The reason why I want Ooze is because Warriors have a shit ton of weapons. And having the Ooze being able to remove the weapon is pretty awesome. Especially such a low cost minion. I'm going to play Haunted Creeper. There's some good 2-drops for Warrior that he could use now, and some of just the usual ones, like Knife Juggler. I'm going to Hero Power into that, get it off the field. There's nothing else I can do, so yeah. Oh, what? Him not playing a weapon yet makes me think he doesn't have one at this point. He could have one, he's just waiting for a good minion to be able to use on. That's a little bit worrying. Right, so I could Raging Worgen here. I think that's probably my best play. And then I'm probably going to have to swipe next turn to get rid of this. So. Right, the reason why Throttling Berserker is so awkward is whenever a minion takes damage, it gains 1 attack, which could be very awkward. Some versions of this can make it uber powered, it's crazy. That's the weapons that we're talking about there, by the way. So he'll get a little bit of extra damage there. A little bit more as well. So now he's up to 5, a 5/3. It does make me wonder though whether I should just Silver Moon Guardian, because you can attack that, it'll pop that. No, I don't see any way. that would be an issue. I think that'll be okay. I'm gonna use Silverman Guardian instead. The reason it's got, yeah, I might take a bit of damage. Like he could do 9 damage to me this turn, but I can trade well, because he's only got 3 life left. You know, and even if he heals it, I can swipe next turn. It's not too much of an issue.
Back to work.
Oh, he's got 9 damage. Oh my good god, what the fuck's going on here? 12! What the hell, man? I think I just lost. What? What the hell is that? Okay, the only thing I can do is Druid of the Claw, which would, like, I'm gonna have to go up taunt so I don't die, and then swipe it next turn. I think that's the only thing I can do. Fuck me! If he can find a way to get rid of this without attacking it with this, then I'm screwed. Oh, that's a really good card to use at the moment. Well, what 4 mana stuff could he use? He could have an execute.
Well played.
Oh my good god, he's just won. I really should have killed this early. Oh my goodness, that is absolutely fucking mental. Okay, so we lose 2 for 3. Not ideal. Happens. That wasn't a good run, but I haven't played Arena in ages. See what we get. I'll open up the pack on the episode as well. 40 gold and a pack. So I lost out on 10 gold, but yeah, that's fine. Open up the pack, see what we got. So that's Arena anyway. We didn't get any legendaries. Annoyotron again. Got Muster for Battle. That's pretty cool. Dark Bomb, Glaive Zook. Actually, pretty good pack. All pretty decent cards. So if you did enjoy the episode, please leave a like. We'd appreciate that. Would help the channel. And you can also subscribe for more content. If you would like to see more Hearthstone, leave a comment down below. I probably would do some more with more of my constructed decks, which I know much more. And I play much more constructed now than I usually do. So if you do want to... if you do want me to record more of this, then like I said, let me know. I'll be more than happy to do it. Hope you enjoyed the episode, and I'll catch you guys next time. Thanks a lot now. Bye-bye.